この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Are you curious where you can watch the latest episode of Kamen Rider and Sentai every week? Well, since there is no official release, you might have to resort to alternative methods. Personally, when I search for website to watch tokusatsu, my top priority is to safeguard my personal data. That's why I rely on SurfSharkVPN, the sponsor of today's video. With Surfshark, your online safety and privacy is paramount as it is effective at concealing your online activities through its VPN capabilities. By encrypting your internet traffic that nobody can pry into your online endeavors or track your digital whereabouts. Additionally, Surfshark enables you to virtually explore the world with a tap thanks to its ability to change your VPN address. By switching your location to anywhere in America, let's say, you can access at least over 10 Ultraman shows and movies, or explore other toku shows available on Tokushoutsu. You can poke around at the Japanese premium Bandai page and discover a captivating array of expensive children's toys. I highly recommend getting Surfshark VPN today, as it comes with an extra 3 months. Simply click the link in the description, and if you are unsatisfied, rest assured there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So why wait any longer? Take advantage of this fantastic offer and sign up now. It's an incredible opportunity for all of you, my fellow Tokusatsu fans.
We got to see more of Spanner, and he's pretty much good at everything and a complete douche about it, from making Haruto jealous of his cooking and him being very much involved and connected to the amalgam of today's episode, being the student that he dueled to achieve his A+ alchemist ranking. And in that duel, he washed him so bad that student planned his revenge for years. It was really interesting seeing more of Spanner and how good he is in everything, but the problem is we don't really see an actual social life out of Spanner. He's nice to Reina, but I don't believe he actually wants to be friends with her. I still stand with my theory that her dad told Spanner, hey, that's my daughter, just protect her when I'm gone, or protect her when I'm not around. I think so, because I don't believe he's in love with her or something, because he's a full-fledged adult and she's a minor. It's still weird. But I like the idea that the amalgam of the episode was a former student, showing that yes, the school that our protagonists do study in, how much we actually never see them take any classes in, can be corrupted, or it's not already corrupted. Come on, it's not gonna be a big spoiler when one of the heads of the school actually is the master of the 3 Dark Sisters. It's literally a corporation-like thing in a Kamen Rider show. But I really like that student. I don't know, he was so hammy and he overacted so well, and he was so overly dramatic, believing he's pretty much the main character. And the moment that he lost to Spanner was his canon event. And in the end, after Spanner defeated him, with the help of Hotaru, which first of all, Spanner never actually thanked Hotaru for it, Spanner never remembered him. Spanner is such a douche. I kind of like him. I don't know, there is something really weird about how much of a douche he is. There was a lot of discussions about Spanner maybe being the machine chaser of the show, but he feels like a combination of machine chaser and later ago when he started teaming up with his dad before his dad turned on him. It's so weird. I don't know if I like douche Spanner, but he is a very enjoyable character. And if I already talked about Hotaru, it was kind of interesting seeing him actually getting jealous over Spanner, like the teen that he is, because for fuck's sake, if I would have been in Hotaru's place, I would have been jealous of Spanner, because like, oh, you come into my job, show that I'm really good, and be like super polite and super nice, and still pay for the meal that you ate and you finished but you still hate it. It's like, yeah, I would be jealous. I would even be jealous because I believe that you're making moves on the girl that I like. And you making some cheesy ass line and you make it sound cool? Why? It's really interesting seeing Hotaru act like a kid because he is a kid, but it was kind of disappointing seeing Reina being pretty much a damsel in distress, to a lack of a better term, mainly because the show's stupid rule about alchemy, the only way that the alchemist can perform it is with a ring that anyone can take off. Like, why that stupid magical alchemy can't actually make a spell or like a something, I don't know how to call it, that only the actual user of the ring can take it off. That's dumb. I don't know what to say. And I hope that the show would return to at least the way that I think Hasagawa kind of presented Reina and Hotaru as dual protagonists, because I do really like them. The small little interactions that we got of them this episode, specifically where Reina told Hotaru, is like, oh, like you are like super jealous of Spanner. Like I can read you like an open book. Like you can clearly see those two actors, both Hotaru and Reina's actress, like actually growing into the roles. And you can clearly see they have really great chemistry with each other. And for the Dark Three Sisters, specifically Klathos and Lachesis, I hope I'm saying their name correctly, their different perspective about this episode's Malcolm. Klathos seeing him just as scum, while Lachesis does enjoys his hatred, which it is super interesting to see that Kola looks at power and anger like in two kind of separate ways, while Lachesis kind of looks at humanity's kind of jealousy that we have towards each other, and they see it as two separate things that is maybe better than the other, which could lead to some big fight, or at least maybe a potential split between at least those two, because I can clearly see the small child that I still don't remember the name. I'm sorry. I can barely pronounce those two's names. Like, I'm sorry. It's going to be kind of interesting to see if they're going to split up, because they are building to something really big, saying that they are very close to a big milestone, and the small little girl's eyes kind of turned weird, like blackish red. I don't know what to say. I'm scared of that child. But yeah, in exception to everything that happened, we did get a new form for Hotaru, and it actually is really cool for the weird combination of gorilla and a chili pepper. I don't know why, and I really like it. How much, again, it's like the Ant Wrestler form, where it's just really top heavy, but I really like the color combination. It does really work when the main color is practically gray, so everything like pops out really well. So the yellow and the red really works, and it is kind of funny that he has a bunch of chili peppers just on his body. I don't know, it's kind of funny, but overall it was a good episode. Nothing really mind-blowing. It wasn't, let's say, an emotional ride as last week's, and it wasn't really bad, but it wasn't really good. And you know, most of the time it just kind of focused on Spanner as a character, which I do find him really interesting. So this episode gets the build B. I don't hate it. I don't objectively love it, but also I don't believe it's subpar to be, let's say, a C or D. So yeah, what you all thought about episode 6 of Kamen Gotchard? Comment below, let me know. Thanks for Surfshark for sponsoring my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you already didn't. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day.